I've got a question to ask. So, is it me, or are we not well educated about financials and money and how that whole thing works? So the reason why I'm asking that is because actually an 18-year-old Azid didn't know, quite frankly, and wasn't well educated enough financially to make decisions that, quite frankly, in effect affected a good part of my first 5 years of working. Because what happened was I was given a gold credit card at university and didn't know, well, actually I should know, but I didn't. I wasn't made quite financially aware that, you know, spending money on these things actually comes back and bites you quite a bit. So I traveled around India and I spent quite a lot of money on that credit card, and quite frankly it took me about 5 years to pay it off. And I spent the best part of £10,000 or something like that in the end over that period, which was crazy money. So my question here is, do you think that as a society, as part of schooling, are we taught enough about money and finance and how, you know, things that actually, quite frankly, matters as you get to an adult stage? My answer is clearly, I mean, it's almost a rhetorical question here. You know, my answer is absolutely not, because we are not taught it, and I think it's deliberate. Well, I know it's deliberate. We do not want people to understand the world of money and finance as much as they should do, because if they did, quite frankly, a lot of the things that I did when I was young, I wouldn't have done. For example, buying a DVD player from Dixon's, paying 300 quid for it on HP. By the time I'd paid for it, DVD was no more as a technology. I'd been the actual DVD player, and I was still paying for the actual HP hire purchase agreement. So things like that, I just think is crazy. And that's part of the reason why in the summer, I'm actually looking to set up like a boot camp, a day camp, where I can put young people and some of us, mainly my friends and I, to talk to them about the world of money, finance, interest rate, mortgage, work, career options. And I wondered whether it is something, because my kid keeps telling me, this is so eek, you know, their mates are not, you know, they're going to be so, they're not interested in it. And I wonder whether that is true or not. When I asked some of the parents of those kids, and said definitely they'll be interested in attending. If anything, a lot of the parents have said themselves they'll be quite interested in attending themselves. So my question to you is, if you have a teenager, 15 onwards, do you think they should be financially educated, as in taught about credit card, you know, the basic stuff, credit card, mortgages, money, savings, ISAs, stuff like that? And if you do, how are you teaching them? How are they getting access to that? And quite frankly, a lot of the things that the average person doesn't even know, let alone having to being able, I mean, my parents didn't teach me this, because quite frankly, they didn't know. So do me a favor here, tell me in comment wise, do you think it's a good idea for me to spend time and effort to put this thing together for young adults in the summer, one day, try to be as fun as possible and as engaged as possible, but also educational as possible? Do you think it's worth doing or not? And all I want to know from a comment perspective is yes, no, do it, don't do it, crazy, don't waste your time, or actually, you know what, I think it's a really worthwhile thing to teach our young adults. So help me out, appreciate it.